Yeah, we actually saw Michael last year at the AU Junior Olympic Games. We're here with Michael Pinones of San Antonio East Central High School, University of Texas signee. He's the top returning shot putter in the U.S. He won an AU Junior Olympic Games title last year, as we saw. Second at the Texas Class 6A Championships. He scored 5 throws over 65 feet in the ring, shot put last year, and he opened on February 23rd in the ring with a mark of 63 feet, 9.5 inches, which is a really good start. Michael, thank you for being with us. How are you?
I'm doing great. Just keeping up with training so far. Working with my coach and, taking school step by step.
Great way to look at it for sure. This weekend marked your return to outdoor track and field, and you had a pretty good throw there. Can you talk to us a little bit about your series? What was it like? What were the pros and cons of the series?
So first week back, I look back on it now. I know it's just an opener, but I know obviously I'm not going to get a PR on an opener. So I kind of just take it step by step. And normally in Texas, our meets go 4 throws, and you really just have like one throw that they mark, and it's your biggest one. So, from the throws, what I've learned is that I just got to be patient. Got to make sure I stay with my coach. I listen to what he's saying, and I'm soaking all the information and just fixing the next throw.
Yeah, all right. I didn't realize that, but that gives you some added urgency when you're in the ring there with only 4 attempts. Um, After such a great breakthrough year a year ago as a junior, how ambitious have you set your goals for 2023?
So obviously I want to break that 70-foot mark. That's really big. That's near and dear to my heart. Have it as my wallpaper. Um, but I know it's going to be tough because I've already got all the basics out of the way. So it's gonna take some time to, fix the small things that I have to get. I have to get those down first, and I know I'm not going to get it like next week or this week. So I just kind of just have to be patient and trust my coach and trust my technique, and that's what I've been doing all these years, and it's got me where I am today.
Now, speaking of personal best, I know you won the shot put with a throw of 67 feet, 6 inches, and you finished third at the AAU Junior Olympic Games in the discus with another personal best of 173 feet, 7 inches. And I know Corey and I had a chance to just be there and watch you at the AAU Junior Olympic Games. That was your last meet of the outdoor season of 2022. So, how much confidence did that give you just going into your senior season?
It really boosted a lot. I kind of wanted this meet to be just like my last one, just set it off. I wanted to just have fun. I had probably the worst experience coming from Texas to all the way up to North Carolina. It took forever. We drove the whole way with my three brothers in a cramped car. And it's just, whenever there's boys in there, it kind of gets real tough on your knees, and your knees are bending in the way that they're not supposed to bend. But yeah, the ride up there was a little painful. We stopped in Louisiana, and then we made our way to North Carolina. And from the meet standpoint, it was pretty good. I thought I had some real good technical throws. Um, and as soon as we ended shot put, saw the mark, I knew it was big. I didn't really expect anything too big, but I was just going in there with an open mind and having fun. Crazy enough, it was a wood ring, so I've never thrown on a wood ring ever, but that was my first meet throwing a wood ring. But I had a big mark, and I was pretty pumped up about that. And then next day going into discus, I kind of just had an open mind again. Just go out there and compete. That's normally what I do.
Seems like you gained a lot of experience from last year, which is quite wonderful. Now, I know typically for you, you really don't compete during the indoor season, so you just kind of go out for the outdoor and for summer track as well. How do you spend your time during the fall and winter season? How do you just kind of prepare yourself for the competition that's ahead, especially when there's, that months, those set of months that you're not competing for?
So I'm a real busy guy. You probably don't hear my name around in the fall, but I take up two sports. I do football, and then I do powerlifting right after. I'm still in powerlifting season right now, um, but I think football really helps me out with like explosiveness. Of course, that translates into the ring. And powerlifting, of course, you got to lift heavy numbers in order to get big numbers whenever you throw. So I kind of just involve myself in those extracurricular activities. Um, I'm going pretty far in powerlifting. I've made regionals for powerlifting, and I have a pretty good shot at going and getting a state title.
What are the events
Now,
in powerlifting?
You do squat, bench, and you deadlift.
Okay. What's the top mark? You got to tell us, Michael. Like you're you're heading through the system here. What are your best marks?
So I want you guys to keep this in mind. Powerlifting is like assisted, so
Okay.
you wear a big suit and you wear like a big bench shirt,
Sure. Yeah.
and that your numbers. So I don't want to like get over my head here, but my squat PR is as of right now 650.
Oof.
Um, and then bench PR is 500, and then my deadlift PR is 650.
Yeah. So you're over the 1,500 pound club. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Man, you can definitely, I wish I could lift like that, That's for sure. Now, obviously you're kind of, you're the shot put guy. You really like shot put, but I mean, you do discus as well. I have to know, which do you prefer, doing shot put or discus, and why?
Oh, I mean, me and discus, we get along sometimes, but I'll have to go with my gut. My first love shot put on this one because, sometimes whenever I throw discus, I don't throw far and I get frustrated, and yeah, it's just like I don't really like discus, but I love it, but I hate it. So it's like a love hate relationship there. But I totally prefer shot put because I'm more connected with the shot than I would say than the disc.
Now, I know you already mentioned you have some big ambitions this outdoor track season, hitting that 70-foot mark in shot put, and other things as well. What do you think is going to be the biggest key for you to kind of reach a lot of those goals that you have for yourself in your final season in high school?
I think just keeping my mind ready. Whenever you throw, you're in a ring by yourself. It's all you. Everything's on you. The spotlight's on you. So you really have to have a good mental game. Being smart. You don't necessarily have to go out and try to throw 90 feet as soon as you get into the ring. It's more, prep your first throw and then your second throw. What do you do better? Look at video, then go back in your third throw. Start building upon that. But if I would say, I would just have to, I would just have to be patient because I know big marks aren't going to come if I'm trying to throw hard every week in and week out.
Yeah. Having the balance between being poised and then obviously having that aggression, letting it out on your actual throw. Ryan Krauser broke the indoor world record recently at the Simplot Games, and way back when, he was actually also the high school national record holder. I mean, did you see his, or did you read about his mark? Did you see his throw? I mean, and what does that tell you about someone that was able to take that high school success and continue it on all through his career and still today?
Oh, I saw it. I'm pretty sure everybody saw it. As soon as it happened, my coach, he texted me. He was like, dude, Ryan Krauser went 23-20. What was it? 23-28, 23-29.
Like that, yeah.
But yeah, he texted me. He was like, dude. And then he sent me the video. So we started looking at the video. What did he do right here? And we've been working on how to apply what he does into my throw. So I would say it has a pretty big impact on us because I look up to Ryan Krauser. I look up to Joe Kovacs, Trip Perry, all the American throwers, and I try to take what they do best and apply it to me. And my coach is really good at telling me how I can do this and what works and what doesn't work. So I kind of just all this world record breaking. I think he's going to be the best in the game. Of course he is, but we take what he knows and we school ourselves on that. So yeah.
Definitely. That's obviously, I think that's how, events transform over time. You're taking sort of the example of someone else and pushing it forward to your own, self and your own actions. I want to go to this picture that we have of you from your Instagram account. Texas tagged you on it. It's when you signed with the university. You have a big boombox on your shoulder. You're wearing the Texas uniform singlet. I'm curious, how much did that boombox weigh, and was it playing any music?
Unfortunately, it wasn't playing music. I think it weighed about 30 pounds, maybe.
Wow, heavy.
It looks a lot heavier, but in reality, it didn't really weigh too much. It wasn't that heavy.
It's cool looking photo though. Pretty cool.
Now, speaking of boom boxes and music and stuff, so if you could have played any music out of that boom box as you were taking that picture, what would you have played? We want to know what your music taste is.
So, shot put wise, or anytime I'm throwing, my coach and I have a superstition to where we play some cumbias. So, um, if we're throwing, before a state meet, funny story, I just listened to it like 2 hours before we got out on the field and got to the ring and started warming up. So that's what I run off of throwing. But normally I listen to R&B. I like Brian McKnight. That's what my dad likes.
That's a throwback.
So
That is a throwback. Okay.
So I just go off what my dad likes. He's kind of into like pop now, so I'm still stuck in the R&B phase. I really like R&B music. Not all about that hype rap and all that stuff. So I kind of just take it on the low right now.
Very cool, very cool. I like it. Now, we already learned, too, that, you have some other hobbies and activities outside of track. You got your powerlifting and football and stuff like that. Are there any other, hidden talents or things you like to do that maybe people don't know about?
So I like playing piano. I'm not too bad at it. I like playing piano, and I play lots of video games in my downtime, when I'm resting, because that's one of the most important things as an athlete. You just have to rest and let your body recover. So normally around that time, I either play piano or I play video games.
What video game? I have to know.
I'm really on Fortnite right now. People say it's a dead game, but yeah,
Yes,
people,
I love me some Fortnite.
yeah,
That's
I love
awesome.
Fortnite. Me and my dad,
That's so cool.
we've been playing it. We're a pretty good team
That's
there.
awesome. That's cool. Duos. Now, do you do the build mode or non-build mode?
Oh no, non-build. I can't build for. I
Okay,
can't
there
build
you
for.
go. I'm the same way too. That's awesome. Real quick, before we let you go back to class, we have a couple more questions for you, and I want to bring it back to the boombox. Did you get to keep the boombox by chance or no?
Unfortunately, no. I
Man.
think that's against college rules, but that would have been pretty cool though if I was able to keep the
Yeah.
box.
Gotcha. Now, if you could try any other event in track and field, whether it's sprints, jumps, throws, hurdles, anything, what event would it be and why?
So I know Texas doesn't really do it in like UIL competition, but I would love to throw some hammer. I plan on doing that when I get to college, trying it out. But there's just something about it that I feel like I would be pretty good at it.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to that, to seeing what you do in the hammer. And I know you talked about a lot of throwers that have inspired you. Have there been any people within your life, maybe a teacher, maybe a classmate, or even a family member that has inspired you to be the best over the last couple of years?
If anybody, I'm going to go with the safe answer here. Just my parents. They really inspire me to do what I do best, and they just push me. They do what they can to provide me with what I need, and I would say they're just doing an amazing job on doing that. But I really look up to my parents. My dad is a real good role model for me, and my mom is always there for me whenever I need her to be. So whenever I grow up and have my own kids of my own, I would base myself off of them.
That's so awesome. Mike, thank you so much for your time today. Congratulations on just a great season opener, and we're looking forward to seeing what you do in the future. Take care.
Thank you guys for having me.
Hey, Mike.